Ooh, is my mic on? It is. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Jay White, and I'm here for Life with Jay White. And here on my channel, we talk about my faith journey, my entrepreneurship journey, and my self-love journey, and just my life and all of the things God shows me throughout it. Today, we are continuing the completion series, and today's topic is planted, not buried. So we've been going into those hidden seasons and the purpose and processes and all of that. Last week, we actually really dove into the process of purpose and how God develops us over time. So I don't know about you all, but me, I've experienced the feeling of being overlooked, whether it's in business, friendship, love, whatever. Like, I have been overlooked in my life. So today we will be talking about those seasons when you're like feeling overlooked and feeling like nobody sees you. So what to expect is for us to dive into the difference between being planted versus being buried, some encouragement for people who feel overlooked, stuck, or behind, and then a message, oh my God, silence doesn't mean his absence. All right, so let's get into it. So let's talk about the heart of the hidden season. Pull out your Bible, and we are going to take a look at John chapter 12, verse 24. And it says, "Very truly, I tell you, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it only remains a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds." Come on now. Oh, I see what it's saying. Unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it only remains a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. So basically, if a kernel of wheat stays on the wheat and chooses to cling to, what it knows, essentially, then that's all it will know. But if it chooses to let go and fall off, kind of like a ripe olive, and falls to the ground and allows itself to die, just like we have to die to our flesh all the time, then it will eventually be able to produce many seeds, because that one kernel of wheat is going to fall to the ground and die, but it's going to go into the ground and it's going to bring up other wheat plants, which in turn is going to produce those many seeds. So that's what God is saying to you, like in those seasons where you feel hidden and like everything is on top of you and nobody sees you and stuff. You have to understand that you have to like surrender in that process and allow yourself to die and allow the new things to spring forth, so that way you can multiply. Come on, that was Jesus, that wasn't me. All right, so the second thing we're going to look at is the book of Psalms chapter 1 verse 3, and it says, "That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers." Come on, whatever they do prospers. So see, that's what I'm saying. If you let go and surrender to the process of being planted and allow yourself to die in that process and allow the new thing that God's trying to do in you to spring forth, you will be like this tree planted by the streams of water. And you're gonna yield your fruit in season, heavy on the in season. And if your leaves are not gonna wither, you're not gonna die no more, ho. And on top of that, whatever you decide to do, it's gonna prosper. Because of what? You are planted by the streams of water. Do you know what that living water is? Do you know what the stream of the living water is? You better know by now. I'm not telling you. Dang it. All right. Breaking the narrative. So, needless to say, being planted in that season is very purposeful. Being in that dirt can feel like darkness, and it can feel like you're just in this valley of the shadow of death. But you have to remember not to fear no evil, because the Lord is with you. Come on, Psalm 23. I just be saying Bible verses. I'm about to, somebody go back and tell me how much of the Bible I actually know, because whole time I might know more than I think. Okay. But yeah, just understand that in that process, God is refining you and He's protecting you. You thinking you being overlooked and you like, why can't nobody see me? They don't need to see that. All right, you think you're good. I'm telling you, you're not. They don't need to see that. They don't need to see any of that, because as soon as something happens that you don't expect, all of the little mess that you thought was tucked away and locked up and all this stuff, boom, gonna fall right out like pat, ta-da. It's gonna smack you right in the face. And so I like what the Lord do to me. I don't know if the Lord do this to y'all, but he do this to me. He'll give me like a little prep. Like he'll put things on my mind, in my heart and stuff that gets me ready for the real thing that he got for me. But he'll make me think that it's the real thing, but it's not the real thing. It's just the test for the real thing, to see how I act, to let me know where I'm at on the journey, on the way to the thing. But this ain't the thing yet. But I don't know that until after the lesson. If you go through that, you understood what I said. And that's what it be doing. Like, that's what the Lord be doing to me. Like, he'll do that. Like, he'll tell me, be like, yeah, that's it. And I'll be like, really? He'll be like, yeah, give it your all like you mean it. And I'll be like, okay, bet. And I go in there, I give my all like I mean it. And then 9 times out of 10, I'm hurt and I'm broken. I'm like, you said this was the thing. I'm mad, blah, blah, blah. But like now in my mature Christian walk, I realize, like not in my childish Christian walk where I'm just doing what he says and being a baby and getting mad. But now I'm my mature Christian walk, and I'm putting away the childish things. I'm looking at it, and when things don't go the way I think they're gonna go, you gotta stop and ask yourself, what is God expecting to happen here? Because what I expected to happen didn't happen. But something happened that God expected to happen. So what was that? And then when you start looking at situations like that, nothing holds you back. Nothing. Because now you picking up what you putting down. And you starting to realize, like, yes, I'm gonna do everything you say, because you're trying to give me something. You might not be giving me the thing, but you giving me something. Something is here that I gotta go get it. I'm leaving with something. So that. So my hidden season, I'm still in this though. Hey y'all, I'm here. I don't know, am I still in it? Cause I feel like people be looking at me. But I've been hidden for a long time. It can get real hard, but adjusting to that space is just go with it. Like, surrender into it. I was just having a conversation with my best friend last night. Like, it's just change, and life changes, and abrupt life changes, especially when you thought things would be a certain way forever. It can be difficult to digest, and you should give yourself grace and space to digest. But at the end of the day, surrendering to the process of what's going on instead of fighting what's already happening, it's just gonna save you energy, time, and struggle. Like, you can just use the energy to grieve the process more adequately instead of trying to resist so much. You're gonna exhaust yourself resisting something already taking place within and without you. Like, if God wants something to take place, it will. Like, it will. You do not have a choice at that point. When God says, my will be done, his will be done. It will be done. Big die. Like, there's a big period at the end of that. Just like Jesus is coming back. The rapture will happen. Like, there's just certain things that there's non-negotiables in the Bible. That's what I like to call them, non-negotiables. And like, Jesus will hit you with a non-negotiable real quick. If he wants something out of you, you gon'. And we can take all day. We can take all day. That's exactly how the Lord's looking at you, like, we can take all day, girl. Hi. Because who do you think is in charge? Like, so just adjust, surrender, let go, fall to be the wheat kernel, fall to the ground, die. Just let that flesh die. Just let it go. Let everything go. Everything you thought, no, just release it all. Just everything. Even like, this is gonna hurt somebody. Even the promise, even the very thing that God told you he's gonna give you, let that go too. Because what if he don't? What if he decides, no, you still rocking with him? Let everything go. Literally fall to the ground, die, everything. Like, it's a hard fall. It's a free fall, it's a hard one. And like, sometimes in the middle of the fall, you'll be like, parachute. Like, I parachute sometimes. And the Lord will be like, what is that? And I'll be like, a parachute. And he'll be like, why you have that? And I'll be like, take that off and free fall. And I'll be like, okay, here it comes. But, you know, that's okay. Like, I be having backup parachutes too. Like, he's really like searching me down. He's just like, on the way down, he's extending the fall on purpose because he's trying to get rid of all the parachutes. But it's fine. You know, just adjust. and a release. And like I said, it's a constant release. It's a constant, like I said, parachute. Like, it's a constant free fall. Like, it's a constant stop. Wait, we're falling too hard. Like, it's okay. Just go through it. Go through it. Do not resist. Go through it. So the hardest part for me in this season, I would say, is the waiting. The do 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 do. That is the hardest part for me. Like, I cannot wait for shit. And like, the thing about it is, like, I asked the Lord to give me patience. And you know, most people will look at me in my life and be like, girl, you are patient. Like, you waited this long for your business. You're waiting this long for the dream. You're waiting this long for that. But I'm like, no. I'm stubborn. And my stubbornness outweighs my patience. And that is what we are looking at right now. We are not looking at me being patient. No. We are looking at me dig my feet in and say, you're going to do this. And I'm literally looking at God like, I'm not moving. Like, you're going to do this. I'm stubborn. So, like, this is not patience. This is not, like, and I just want to make that so clear, because, like, learn the difference, y'all. Discernment. Because I'm stubborn. I really believe that he did not give me this for no reason. And I'm holding him to it. That's all. That's all. That's all this is. It's not patience. I'm not waiting in contentment or anything. This is a struggle. Waiting is the hardest part, okay? So, no. He is fortifying my patience now. He is teaching me to be patient in this season, okay? Because that is not something like what I've learned. That is a fruit that is in progress. It is growing. Tis not right. But what I'm learning, that through all of this, though, God is here. He is in this with me. He is in it with me. We're in it together. I don't know why. Like, when I'm doing this, I'm imagining wings. I know you see it. You see the wings. You see me flying. All right, yeah. But we're in it together. All right. I don't know why I feel like I have wings. I have wings. Okay. Yep, gonna keep bouncing because I have them. All right. What happens in the hidden seasons? Character development. Oof, that's the word. Character development. You know how, like, okay, do I have any Avatar: The Last Airbender fans? Character development. Zuko. That is what's happening here in the hidden season. Zuko is a perfect example of what happens in the hidden season, because Homeboy did not pop out as Fire Lord, as the guy. That did not just happen. Okay, he was banished for 3 whole years in the darkness, getting character developed. Okay, and then after that was outcast again and chased down for dead and getting character developed. But by the end of it all, he was refined. He learned the true way to firebend. Come on, Jesus. Y'all better be using The Last Airbender. He learned the perfect way, the true way to firebend, and that the fire comes from, what they say, the sun warriors, the sun and the energy of the earth. And he learned all the good stuff. I think he can rainbow bend the rainbow fire. I want to say that was canon, and that was supposed to be the last fight, but they just went against it. But that was supposed to be the last fight. He was supposed to be rainbow fire. But yeah, like, that is the hit. That is it. That is him being planted. He was not buried. He was not, he thought he was cast out. He thought he was alone. He even thought he lost Iroh. But whole time, it was just a setback for a setup. Like, character development, okay? Bam. The roots grow before the fruit. So God is refining you in this season. He is getting your feet in the ground. Just like I said, I'm digging my feet. I'm stubborn. Whole time, that's what the Lord is doing. He's growing my roots out. He saw me dig my feet in the ground. He said I can do something with that and started growing roots. Okay? And so when this fruit when I bear the fruit, I want you to know from nobody. Because you could have been a part of this. And you chose to leave me for dead. Ha! All right. I'm sorry. That was me. That was not the Lord. That was all me. Jada. All right. What else happens in the hidden season? Spiritual intimacy. So you learn to hear God when it's quiet. I mean, it's really It's really hard not to hear him when it's quiet. He'll get it quiet too. He'll get it dead silent. See? He will get it dead silent for you. Come on, Jesus. Yeah, come on with the follow-up. I live on a busy street and there were like no cars or nothing. And there's like a whole bunch of cars now. He did that for me. Okay, sorry. But yeah, like he will quiet it down. Like he will get it quiet for you. Like the Lord will quiet it down. He will calm it down. And then on top of that, you have to remember, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, them people was in the furnace. Jesus ain't even make himself known until they got in the fire. They had to get in the Lord said, "You gonna get in the fire for me? Let's do it. Do it. Get in there. Bet. Me too." And like he was already in there the whole time. He was probably in there waiting for them to say, "Come on in." It's nice. Like whole time, but like he didn't make his presence known until they was in there. So like that's what you got to know, is that the spiritual intimacy is gonna be on hand. Like you gonna be right there with Jesus. Like he gonna be right there with you. Like y'all gonna be like this. Like he gonna make his presence very known in the midst of your storm. Like he gonna show you why he is Jehovah Jireh. Okay, why he is almighty, why he is holy, why he is just faithful and trustworthy and everything that we could never be. Okay, like he will show you. Period. Clarify identity. You realize you are more than your performance or your productivity. Talk about it, y'all. Earlier in the year, in these videos, I think I remember talking to y'all about how I was trying to control things, and I was, my faith really didn't rest in the Lord like I thought it would. Like I did everything I was supposed to do right, the right way, and things still didn't pan out. Like I did everything he said, everything the way he was supposed to, and it still didn't pan out. And then like that was me realizing like it's not about, like there's no amount of work I could do to make anything. Like yes, faith without works is dead. I should do the work that God calls me to do 1,000%. But him being God and providing is not predicated on the amount of work I do. Like God will show up or not show up, or show up when he wants to show up, or do whatever, because he's God. And I love him anyway. And I will serve him regardless. And he will show up when he deems fit, and it will be good because he is a good God. Like, it's just one of those things where you just have to realize, like, you're more than, like, even in your obedience and doing everything he says you do, you're more than that. You're more than that too. Like, you are more than listening to the Lord every day. You are more than just following his instructions. You are more than that to him too. So there will be times where you are doing everything right and following God and trying with all your might, and it feels like nothing is working and nothing is happening. Keep pressing through those times and keep praying through those times and serving God through those times, because he sees you and your faith is not going unnoticed. Like, your tears are not falling on deaf ears. Like, he's not just overlooking it and just dismissing that. He sees you being faithful even in that. And that right there is precious to him. Like, you're doing everything I told you to do, and it's not working out the way you thought it would or the way you said it would, and you can't see it right now, but you're still going and you're still fighting and trying. Like, God sees that and he will reward that. Don't even worry about it. Okay, so just like I said, you learn to let God be God. Let him be God, you be you, and he'll be God. Okay? He told you to do this, just do it. Just not. Don't even focus on outcomes, like, because that's God. He gave you assignment. See, like, your focus is assignment. His focus is outcome. And I think a lot of time we get assignment and think outcome. And we think, oh, assignment equals outcome. But no, outcome is up to God. Assignment equals assignment. That's it. Your assignment is your assignment. That's all it is. Like, it does not equal outcome. Assignment does not equal outcome. And you shouldn't be doing things to get outcome from God, because that's wrong too. No. Assignment is assignment. You serve God because you love him. That's it. That's the reason. There's no other reason. It's not so I can get the problem. No. Where's your heart at? You serve God because you love him. Somebody you love asked you to do something. Can you do this for me? Yes, no. That's it. That's all that is. So, like, let God be God. And then come on, your positioning is prepared, because again, hidden seasons precede public assignments. So God's timing is perfect. Like, Like I said, there are going to be times where if you like me, God going to put you in a situation and you're going to think like, oh, this is it. But it ain't really it. It's a test before the thing that is it, because he wants you to see all the mess that needs to be cleared out before you actually get the thing that you're ready for. So low key, you like, thank you, God, for not giving me the thing for real and giving me this little test drive so that I could flex, finesse, and fuck it up, low key, and nobody sees this. And then when I get out here for real, I'm going to avoid all those mistakes because I already did this. But nobody saw that. It was just me and you. I love that. That's good. Okay, so understand that in that moment, God is just, he's filtering out the bullshit. He's getting the mess out. He's shaking the dust off your life. Baby, his timing is perfect. Okay, so how to stand firm when you feel difficult? Stay consistent. That's the first thing. Being faithful in the small things is preparation for the big. And faithfulness in the small doesn't look the same for everybody. Somebody could be like, oh, being faithful in the small things is being on top of everything and having all your shit together. Other people's being faithful in the small things could simply be managing it all and not losing anything. And being able to carry the weight of everything while it's all moving and not dropping a single ball. That's some people's like faithfulness over the few. You just can't judge what people's faithfulness over small things looks like. But the important thing is to be consistently faithful over those things. God will see you consistently trying and consistently going at it over and over again, getting back up every time you fall, picking up your cross every time you drop it. He's seeing that. He's looking at that repetitive behavior over and over again, because you are what you do consistently. And if you are consistently seeking out God, you are consistently picking up your cross, you are consistently obeying his words, you are consistently praying out, you are consistently crying out, you are consistently being in fellowship with him, he can't say he don't know you. Like, I'm here, I'm actively with you. Too much, how you don't know me? Like, I'm in your face every day, all the time, every second. What are you talking about? You know me. Journal your prayers. You'll see the dots connect later. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That is really good, because like and even if you don't like journal them, keep a record, whether it's mental in your phone or whatever, keep a record of what your prayers are. Because like when you're feeling low, you can really stop and look around and be like, let me go look at some prayers that I prayed 5 years ago. And then you'll be surprised how much you're just walking in it. There was a time I used to pray to be able to wake up and just do whatever the fuck I want. We're here. Okay, I'm sorry. We've arrived. That's it. I'm my own apartment. And granted, I want to decorate it better. I want to decorate it more. I want more money so I can decorate it the way I really want. Because there's a whole lot of stuff I just want to have. But do time. Surround yourself with people who water your faith, not just your gifts. That's a biggie. Because there are going to be people, especially when you're anointed, you got the oil on you and you got the Holy Spirit in you, there's a glow, and there's going to be people trying to siphon that. They're going to try to inject themselves into you. They're going to try to rob your destiny. They're just going to try to swap destinies with you. They're going to try to take the things that belong to you, and they're not stealing from you. They're stealing from God. That's what they don't know. It's because when you have that heavy calling on your life and things are like big blessings are coming to you and people are trying to rob you of your blessing, they're stealing from the kingdom of heaven, because heaven blesses. And if people are taking something that heaven gave to you, they're stealing from heaven. They're not taking from you, because God's going to get you. Anything that God has for you is going to get you. One way or another, it's coming. So the blessing is still going to come to you. But them taking a blessing that belongs to you and then God having to go back and give you another one, and they still walking around with something that don't belong to them, he gon' get that. He gon' get that. He gon' get that. Whoa. Because that's egregious. Like, absolutely not. So just make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who are watering your faith, who are concerned with where your soul lies at the end of this world. That, like, people who pray for your soul, who pray for you to come to find Jesus, who pray for you to be in heaven at the end of their days. You need to be around people like that. Because when the chips are down, those are the people that are going to get you through shit. They're like the other people just caring about how well you perform and how good you are at your gift. Those people should actually be kissing your butt cheeks. Like, they do not matter in the grand scheme of things. So sorry, hate to be that guy. They don't matter. Like, because if all you care about is what I can do for you, you don't need to be done for. Sorry. Like, so lastly, let the word remind you what God has said when it feels silent. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let the word remind you what God said when it feels silent. Sorry, y'all. I be getting on my tangents, and then I lose my track of thought, and then I come back to it, and I read my outline, and I have to read around it to make sure I got the context right. But yeah, let the Holy Scriptures and the word from the Lord, let that remind you about what the Lord has said about you, and also what he said about the silent seasons, everything that he said. Like, I gave you 2 good scriptures to think about. John 12:24 and then Psalm 1:3. Like, y'all do y'all thing. Okay, so it's time for the conclusion. Key takeaways. Y'all, you are not buried. You are planted. Planted things grow with the right regimen. Because planted things grow with the right regimen and the right environment. You can't just plant it and leave it. Baby, you gotta water that hoe. Give it light. Give it air. Make it breathe. Like, that's what you gotta do. So, right regimen that hoe. All right? Hidden seasons are sacred, even when they feel hard. Hidden seasons are sacred, even when they feel hard. Hidden seasons are sacred, when they feel hard. Okay? I don't know why it was a song, but that's the affirmation today. Trust the root work that God is doing beneath the surface. And I love that they said root work. That's funny. But if you know, you know. But definitely trust what God is doing in your roots. Like, he is building a firm foundation, the cornerstone, rock of Gibraltar. Like, he is trying to make you firm and ready to take on the world. Okay? So, if you're in a hidden season, comment below. And if you know someone in it, share the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hey!